Coach, probably everything you expected in a conference game, especially against a team like Northern that you've played a lot through the years. But just talk about the importance of coming out of here with 3 points tonight.
Yeah, well put. I mean, anytime you're playing conference opponents, especially, one of the original MAC opponents, we've had so many games, tight games with these guys over the years. Um, yeah, we knew it was going to be tight. We knew it was probably going to be a one-goal game, and it was going to come down to the wire. And hats off to Northern. I thought they really put us on our heels at times. They created some good chances. We were fortunate on a couple, and so hats off to them. But really impressed with how our guys held and then pressed and pressed and pressed, and got the win.
That first half, you got that goal pretty early, and you were really felt like you were really on the front foot for the entire first half, or at least most of it. Was there? But obviously, you're only up one. Was your feeling that we got to get another one here somewhere?
Yeah, I was. That was a really uncomfortable 1-0 lead. Um, it almost came so early that it kind of maybe it changed the mentality for us. It really shouldn't have, but it looked like we kind of put it in second gear and just kind of were trying to cruise. I thought we were lacking venom in the final third. Thought we had a lot of the ball, but we weren't going anywhere with it. And then then it's 1-0 at halftime, and things get interesting. And they came out with a lot of energy, and I thought we created some really good chances in the second half too. And their keeper came up with some big saves, and they had some big blocks. I think we missed the opportunity to close this out in the first 15, 20 minutes of the game when we didn't have the venom we needed.
Coach, I asked Kyle this. What does it mean? You've been coaching this your 6th year with the Falcons. What does it mean to start conference play with a win rather than a draw or a loss?
Oh, geez, it's huge. It's huge. Yeah, 3 points in a conference is just massive. They're hard to come by, and it doesn't matter what anyone's record is coming into the game. You know that it's whatever it takes to get those 3 points. So we have a lot to learn from this game. We're going to have to get better, but I like learning the lessons with 3 points in our pocket.
Obviously you've got a lot of weapons, offensive and defensive, but just Bennett just seems to be one of those kids has the knack for not only coming up with goals, but he's really come up with some in some key situations. Just Trace as well. Beto gets his share of goals, but what's your assessment of Bennett's play so far this year from his freshman year to this year?
It's fantastic, and he's locked in. He's feeling it. He's busy. He does a lot of the work off the ball that you don't see, and then when he gets on the ball, he's just feeling it. And he can look past, he can get past the first guy with ease, and he sniffs around, finding loose balls at the right time, and he's got the technique to finish. So, we're going to need him to keep going, and we're going to need some other guys to step up as well. I think we don't want to just have one guy kind of doing the majority of the scoring there.
It's early in the season, and obviously a long way to go, but there's a lot of teams where this would have just wound up a 1-1 draw. I mean, does it feel at all? Do you like this team? I mean, they've had that knack for finding the late goal. I mean, again, I know it's maybe early to say, but at least in the first 6 games here, it feels like they've sort of had that, whatever it is, to put them over the top.
Yeah, I think it's too early to say, but it could be. There's something about it. I think just on what happened in the 90 minutes, I can't hang my hat on that we should have won that game. We weren't doing some of the things we needed to do, but they figured it out, and they kind of against, what some of our habits are about and whatnot, they still figured it out. So I hope so. So far, it's been there, and I know that the group is locked in. They're willing to do whatever it takes to get the result, and they got one tonight. So now it's a matter of, okay, are we willing to learn from this and get better?
Coach, can you talk about Kusamao's performance tonight? I feel like, he started as a midfielder or a striker his first 3 seasons, then he moved to the back line. I feel like he's one of those players where you can put him pretty much anywhere on the field and he'll put in a pretty good shift for you. Just kind of, what did you make of his performance overall?
Yeah, that's probably, we call him Cujo. That's probably the toughest thing for Cujo is that he can play anywhere on the field. So his whole career he's been moved around. I think he's a great left back. I really do. But he also is so dangerous. So, as we needed more thrust, we pushed him forward. We put him as high as we could, and he caused a whole lot of trouble. So he's he's going to be one of the more valuable guys in the field almost every game we play.
Any other questions for Coach? Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, guys.